Greetings and welcome back to another Let's Play with Weird Wizard, playing the Banner Saga. And we left off having just successfully beaten up a bunch of dredge and created a distraction to allow a caravan to get away safely from a village that was under attack. And our heroes, our protagonist Rook, along with his friend and the chieftain's wife, are now in the thick woods atop an overlook, waiting for the caravan to appear. So, let's get stuck in. An hour later, Oddlief is the first to spot them. There! She points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell that there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. Oh, no. Our daughter. Alette rushes to you, throwing her arms around your waist. You smile and hug her tightly. Dad, please don't do that again, she says. Brave girl, this one, adds one of the women from Skogr. Chieftain would have died without her. She points to the back of the caravan. Uh-oh, is the chieftain wounded? You find Oddlief beside her husband, who is laid out in a cart. Old fool, she says. Got himself a prize for trying to fight back. She shows you his deep gut wound. But he's alive. Nothing for it but to get to Frostveller. You continue on in silence, Alette's hand in your own. 30 renown! Right, we gotta watch our supplies here. We've only got 4 days of supply. I thought I'd spent all my renown on supplies. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. Oh dear, that's not good. They're going to be being picked off by dredge. We've got to pull them back together, says Iver. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. That path should be just ahead. Call an early stop for the day. Slow the pace so everyone can catch up. Keep a steady pace. Rally the caravan with a speech. Absolutely! A bit of oratory. You make your way to the rear and hoist a small child on your shoulders. Fight for every step! Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards! The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. +5 renown. Oh. Abnormal morale, day 6. 3 days of supplies. I guess this would be the Godstone. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the Godstone of Hridvaldir. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested, and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. What will we do if we run into more dredge? You mean when? I'll be honest with you. These men can't take on dredge by themselves. I expect we'll lose 2 for every slag we take down. So we run? Only if you want to lose women and children. We're gonna have to fight. There are gonna be deaths. Gods be damned. Why is this happening? Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care. I can tell. Pfft! Men are a plague on the world. Worse than any dredge. At least as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Iver. Rook's becoming a little bit more British as time goes by, it seems. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck in an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Hiridvaldia looking the same direction as you. Let's inspect the stone whilst we're here. The weathered stone doesn't see so many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now. The gods are dead. Hridvaldir was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd be thinking about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. "I made this for you," she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. "Thank you for saving my mama," she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down and it's time to move on to Frostwell. It feels like an end more than a start. Ooh, gained an item. Oh, at least the land is greener here. It's not as much snow. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. "We've seen the dredge in your wake," says one. "We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons." An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. Well, more weapons, more swords, more men to fight. Not to mention refilling our supply wagons, which, quite frankly, is pretty important. Let's question them first. "What are you doing out here alone?" "We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village," says the man. "When we returned..." He looks away, unable to finish. I feel his pain. We will allow these men to join us. "If you'll be no trouble, come along," you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Fantastic! 7 days worth of supplies! Fresh renown! During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and broken bones later, the instigator, Raffen Vater, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Tie him up and let him sleep it off. You grab a rope from supplies and make a short work of the sot. A few onlookers throw scraps at him, but most just walk away with a laugh, at least content that some measure has been taken. And onward we travel, the eternal day. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostwell, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves whilst you set up nearby. Rest. An opportunity to level up my heroes, now that I have some renown to spend. Right. Iver is like the baddest dude we have, so... let's totally... Are you sure you want to promote for 5 renown? Absolutely. He has 2 points available. Okay. Point more strength. It's already got pretty high armor. Point of extra... will? Why is that 4 of 10? Is he wounded? Maybe he's wounded. Oh, he probably needs to rest. I don't even know what this is. Maybe this will tell us. Here we go. So this is ability power. Armor blocks damage. Strength we know. Willpower is spent to move further, hit harder, and perform your abilities, but does not replenish. Okay. Oh, so this we can unlock extra powers. Exertion is the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Break is the amount of direct damage you can naturally do to an enemy's armor. Also good. Fine. Rook. So this is us. We better promote him. Absolutely. Right. Well, let's have... He's got quite a lot of willpower already, so let's have an extra point of break, of whatever that was called. And an extra point of strength, because strength's got to be always useful, hasn't it? Confirm. We didn't confirm this guy. Point of strength. His willpower's already pretty high. So actually, that's... Oh, I say that. That's obviously the maximum it can reach. So let's go like that. Actually, let's go like that. You can just be our heavy hitter who just breaks through armor without trying. We still got lots. Definitely promote Alette. Are you sure you want to promote? Absolutely. She is my daughter, and she shall have nothing but the best, the finest. She's not gonna. She's gonna be ranged, so I'm not sure if strength actually impacts it. Strength with damage and health. Does it affect ranged attacks? I just don't know, and until I do know, I'm going to concentrate on will and that one. Exertion. Fine. Confirm. Oddlief, I don't know if she's going to stay with us, so we are not going to upgrade her just now. Although 5 renown isn't that much. Can these guys? They can, right. Let's give him... the Bjarkan Rune, a crude medallion made from a branch from the tree above the godstone, Hiraldvir, carved with a curious rune, plus 15 dodge strength attacks. Ah, great. Okay, yeah, you can have that. Fine. You... +1 armor, +1 strength, +1 willpower, or +2 armor on rest. Well, maybe we'll go... You have... Ah, you can't have that. Fine. And you can't use any of them, apparently, because he's already got that one. I think it is more important that he can hold on to it, because he has done so much for us. Very well, that is done. Good. Heroes leveled up. What else can we do in this town? We can visit the market. We can leave. Let's visit the market and buy some supplies. And what else do we have? Ooh, Charm of the Wandering Mind, plus 20% dodge strength attacks. Halden's Razor, +3 will on rest. Stamp, symbolizing a chieftain's will, passed down from father to son, kinder to kinder, +1 will on rest. Or 1 will per turn, in fact. Wow. Let's buy that. I quite like that. But 20 is a lot, and in fact it's more than I have, so fine. Let's buy all their supplies. All of them. We leave you with nothing. 20% dodge strength. That's actually pretty good, but I can't take it, so never mind. Fine, that's all good. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so we are here. We're not actually too far off of Frostville. I'm sure we will make it, but that will have to wait for another episode, as we are bound to get into a fight fairly soon. So, on that, I will end this session, end this episode. I have been Weird Wizard once again. Thank you for watching, and we will see you during the ongoing adventures next time.